Hello, my name is Corey Davis, and I'm here to talk about Spec Ops the Line, and I'm the lead designer from Jaeger in Berlin, Germany.
You still intend to rescue me, Captain? Now that you've seen what I've done.
Spec Ops the Line is an intense third-person military shooter with a very strong focus on a dark and mature narrative. So that's the twist that we're putting on this really competitive genre. We follow a group of Delta Force operators into the heart of darkness. Our setting is very key to this experience, which is the game takes place in the near future in Dubai after a series of cataclysmic sandstorms have swept through the region and left it completely uninhabitable. We follow a man named Martin Walker, who's the leader of an elite Delta Force unit, and he comes into Dubai with his squad on a rescue mission to find a man named John Conrad and find something there in Dubai that's very sinister and is entirely unexpected. Now, sand is a really important element of the game as well. We use this to our advantage for visuals and also for gameplay. So you have the opportunity to cause sand avalanches, to crush enemies. You can fight inside of these brutal sandstorms, which changes the landscape of the combat environment and the tactics that you have to use as a player. And even the different factions, we've crafted their AI in a way that they react differently based on their preparation for the sandstorms and their training as well.
Yeah, they come to snuff the rooster.
I think the thing that's the most exciting to me is that everything that we're doing in the line is coming directly out of the story that we're telling. So it's a journey of three men that go into the heart of darkness in this really surreal no man's land. It's not your typical battlefield. Dubai's a place of opulence and decadence and amazing architecture, and this is our playground as game developers, and it gives us so many opportunities to put a twist on this genre. On top of that, we put the player into a number of situations where he has to make decisions between his moral preconceptions that he arrives on the scene and the characters and the plot lines that are going on in the game in front of him. We feel that this is kind of the gray area that many soldiers find themselves in the modern battlefield today. And we place the player into these situations with our standard game mechanics, and he has to live with the choices that he makes. There's no good or bad decisions in these scenarios, and they actually affect the way the game plays out. Well, one thing that we're really focusing on is up close and personal, physical and visceral combat. So you're not going to be pixel hunting for enemies on the horizon. We provide the player with a number of moves to push you as close as possible to the enemies, including our melee system, and also we use authentic weaponry, and we want to put these authentic military weapons in your hands so you can feel the brutal power of these things and look into the whites of the eyes of the enemies as you fire these weapons, which is it's a really unique experience on top of this interesting narrative that we've put as the twist for all of these different elements. Well, one thing that's interesting to me is that it's not just a story that we're telling. You actually visually get to experience the evolution that these characters take as they go down this journey. And so they start very professional and they start very well trained and equipped for this mission. But when they arrive in Dubai, things start to break down. And as the plot lines begin to play out, the visual look of the characters evolves, the way that they speak to each other, the way that they talk and tell you how to approach those situations. They maybe don't agree with each other all of the time. And so these characters and these squad mates that you go on this journey with are very important for gameplay, but also for the story. And so I think they put a really nice twist on what you're expecting from all of our competitors out there that also have really great shooter gameplay. But we do this with characters that mean something to the protagonist, and these things tie together extremely well. So Spec Ops the Line is going to be released on the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3, and the PC in 2011.
I came to terms with what I am a long time ago, Captain.